So Room to Rethink is my vision behind doing what I love, designing houses and making houses functional and beautiful. And my ultimate goal, as I'm a full-time art teacher, is considering leaving that profession and going full bore into this one. And so I want the world to see my vision and see what I'm capable of in a small space that is beautiful and functional, but didn't start that way. So some of the things I love about the house was opening up the entire main floor, because I think that made a really tiny house look a lot bigger, and it's a lot more functional for today's lifestyle. But what I did maintain by doing that was I tried to maintain some of the old character of the house. I put big baseboards back on, I tried to duplicate the trim that was around the original doors, and I put some of the old stuff back in, like the chandelier, some of the glass doorknobs, all of the pretty that I could bring back into the house. It still feels like a century house, but it's completely modernized. Another great decision I made was raising the rec room floor up to the height of the rest of the main level of the house. So there's no transition now, no step down, no 8 inches. It just flows seamlessly. I love the redesign of the second floor, changing the whole entire floor plan, opening up those bedrooms, making them larger by eliminating that one absolutely useless bedroom that couldn't even fit a bed in, and creating a luxurious bathroom. The best part of this renovation was definitely the kitchen. It's beautiful, it's functional, it's inviting, it makes you want to spend time in there and do some wonderful cooking. It's fabulous. A renovation this big is not for the faint of heart. There were some drawbacks to the renovation, and definitely the big one would be budget. I always expect that it's going to be 20% more. This one ended up being a little bit more than that, but that mostly came through miscommunication, having to do things multiple times, having work redone because of the miscommunication. If there's a lesson to be learned here, is really key. If you can't communicate directly and be on the premises at all times, try to ensure that you can have somebody who can check in on that space for you regularly, so that simple problems can be avoided and solved before they happen, instead of having to redo things at extra expense.
With permits and some engineering involved, we've been delayed, so we're shooting for mid-January, third week of January, get somebody in here, get them living.
So nearing the end of this renovation, 9+ months later, there's been quite a few issues along the way, and some of those issues include a little bit of carelessness of some of the pieces that I wanted to put back in to the house. That beautiful glass original light fixture from the first video was supposed to go in.
This is original, I'm keeping it, and I love that light, that's my favorite.
But when I went downstairs to get it out of the basement, where I had it safely stored away, somebody had moved it and broke it in half. So you can see this crack here. I won't be able to put that back up where I want it.
Another upsetting part of this renovation is that it didn't get finished. Phone calls were going unanswered, questions were going unanswered, work was not getting finished. The added stress of trying to find somebody in a pinch to finish the work and to get it completed was definitely a challenge. The upside to that is that I did find some amazing trade people to come in and finish the work and did a wonderful job. Moving forward, I'll be able to use those tradespeople in every renovation and every opportunity that I have for them, because I know that they're reliable and they came through. So the lesson learned there, again, same lesson, is being able to communicate, trusting the people that you have in your home, relying on those people, and ensuring that your questions are being answered and that everything that you need to get done and that you agreed upon getting done does get done. Well, welcome back to my beautiful new house. So thank you for following me in this journey of Room to Rethink and the final reveal on the inside. There's going to be one more episode on the outside. I'll show you all when it's done.
Room to rethink.
So stay tuned for the next season of Room to Rethink, where I renovate a home in Midhurst, just outside Barrie, Ontario. If you like what you've seen so far, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the new content.